Kiermaier, one of the best center fielders in all of baseball.
Oh, he makes the catch. Kiermaier caught it.
No man's land is limited with him in center.
My, oh my, what a catch by Kiermaier.
Look at the ground he covers.
Kiermaier on the run, he got it.
And Kevin Kiermaier saves another run.
Man, does he get a jump. He's everywhere.
Kiermaier goes up and makes the catch.
Unbelievable catch by Kevin Kiermaier.
I don't think anyone else can do what I can do out there.
Nice to have your own montages playing for you.
Yeah,
Isn't that good, Kev?
We'll take it.
Kevin Kiermaier, always a favorite on this show, a defensive stalwart in center field for years. We on this program, we try to feature the things that are not being quantified accurately. So I'm always looking at, like, hey, what's the value of center field defense? So I want to get into that. We've interviewed you when you were playing, and you always had interesting things to say. Give me a read on a play that we had last night, though. It was Trent Grisham, kind of frozen, I think frozen by the sun and the shadow. This turns out to be, here's Devers, 23% hit probability, but frozen by the elements. What's your take on that play?
Yeah, San Fran, very tough outfield to play in. Dark shadows up front and then that sun right in your eyes. And, you know, my thing on Trent Grisham, he's a good outfielder. He's very smooth. People know that. But when you do get a bad read like this and the sun is going to do that, it's nice to have that closing speed to make up for a bad read. And that ball right there, I definitely thought should have been caught. But once again, you put the elements into it, and it's much easier said than done. But once again, like for a guy like him who doesn't have elite speed, you have to get the best reads. And you're not going to get it every time, but right there, that play, easy to show the discrepancies of that.
Okay. Tommy Pham has brought up before, like he's looking at the defense. He's like a thinking player. Just signed by the Mets, by the way. But Grish going to lose -1 outs above average on the ball. Probably no center fielder could catch with the sun. He has brought that. That's not just something he's bringing up today. We've tracked that before where he's saying, hey, like when the sun is legitimately in your eyes or wind or something strange, I don't think there are adjustments made in the defensive metrics. Where are you on that?
Yeah, play the elements. Play the elements. I played indoors at the Tropicana trying to catch a dirty white ball on a white roof. Dirty white roof, that was never easy. But the wind and twilight, there's so many things that are going to be a factor. And it's unfortunate, but it's just the human element part of the game. And, yeah, that might knock them right there, but that's a baseball play. And
I'm with you on that. Look, my pet peeve on hit or error, we play hit or error on the show, is the, oh, no, I can't see. And, like, suddenly there's no error. I'm like, wait, the sun is going to be there. If the sun isn't there, we have a real problem. There'll be no baseball. There'll be no earth. Like, the sun's going to be there. Like, get ready for the sun. But on the Grisham play, I'm a little more forgiving, surprisingly. All right, defensive metrics. I was looking at this today. It's hilarious. Again, this guy's had tremendous defensive metrics, but it's unbelievable. If he had just take out 2015, if you were plus 24, plus 20, just to give people an idea, the plus 11, your lowest number in this stretch, that's a superior defensive player. You're at a plus 37. Like, I think you broke it, and they had to fix DRS, defensive run save, after that. Were you aware of this? Because the defensive metrics kind of came of age during your heyday.
Yeah, and I was trying to have every defensive metric available. It helped guys like me, and I would take any extra defensive thing they could throw my way. But for me, I wasn't aware of the numbers while I was playing. They would usually get brought up to me by media saying, hey, like in 2015, I set a record. I had 42, and now it's 37 somehow, some way. But these are the way these things got presented to me. And I always just said, hey, if I'm out there, I'm healthy. The numbers and everything will be there. And that's what I love to do.
This is defensive runs saved. It's been tracked since 2003, and you are number one among even Jason Hayward, Mookie Betts, Lorenzo Cain, a serious player, as well, and Brett Gardner, outstanding. But you're way up on top. We do top 10 right now at each position in the offseason. You're a 4-time top 10 center fielder. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And you were in the Mike Trout, Andrew McCutcheon era.
Yep.
There's a lot of competition. Now here's this year's. And if you look at it, you would think, I'll just go by mine. Like, I had Julio Rodriguez, number one. Buxton played 126 games. Jackson Merrill took a step back after a great rookie year. But there's a lot of guys that are not crushing it. Look, I had room for Parker Meadows, Trent Grisham, Jacob Marcy in there, Cedar Rafaela, who's a defensive center fielder. I think it brings up, though, that it's not weak. It's defensive.
Yeah.
Do you think that's where we're at now, where you can't have a left fielder or a right fielder with a good bat just playing there.
Yeah.
You can't afford. You need to have a fielder out there.
Yeah, it's easy to get exposed in center field, and with the way advanced scouting is now, you rarely, I mean, you never see it now where it's like, hey guys, when so-and-so's out in center field, we're going to run on him, we're going to expose him. It's usually in left field or sometimes maybe in right field, but you have to have a premier defender out there, and I always say, like, pitching is so good now, so you have guys like these run these balls down. It is a luxury to have, and anytime you can have someone out there you trust and then some for 27 outs, that's what teams want, and you see how, like, lesser defenders out there just get exposed time and time again, and that's how you lose ball games, and teams don't want to be on the hook for that.
And for the, now we've seen outrageous defensive metrics, but again, an error made out there is 2 bases or 3 bases, whereas, second base, shortstop, it's usually 1 base. You have adjusted defensive center field rankings for us, because you had one for MLB tonight and you're like, I'm going to make some changes on this. Give me, because you're right off the field, give me your top 5 defensively in center field.
Here's my top 5. I made some tweaks to this. There's so many good guys. There's 3 or 4 other guys I could easily put in here, but PCA, I mean, head and shoulders above everyone else. I was able to play at Varsho, and I saw how amazing he was from day one, and how he works spring training on the backfields and no one's watching.
Brenton Doyle, number 3.
Brenton Doyle,
okay.
Hey, he's nasty. He's nasty. He throws, I mean, arm strength, the way he goes and gets it. Sedan Rafaela, amazing last year, and Victor Scott rounding off my top 5. These are 5 go-getters out there who pitchers love to see out there each and every day. And guys say, like, I had so many times throughout my career, guys say, man, I don't care if you go 0 for 4, do whatever. I need you in center. I love having you out there. The team loves having you. And once again, like, there's so much competition out there on the field, and you want to have that product out there where you say, hey, I'm making plays for myself, my team, my pitchers, whatever, but this is how we win games.
Yeah, I don't know if we still fully understand the importance of it, because I know anytime you see a team that you're like, how are they winning? Why are they so good? Even like Cleveland, and it's defense. Yep. It's relays, which aren't quantified. There's all sorts of things out there. You're like, well, why are they winning? Why are they doing this? It's usually defense. It'd be great having you here all through the season.